Definitely hate to be the bearer of bad news. As you can see, I took the heat sink. Um, I'm using both power supplies, and if I use both of them, that's definitely a bad sign. See which one would work. When I first plugged this in, it did come on like it should, which gave me the impression that last state was working, which is the BIOS feature to turn off if there's a power failure. Well, in this case, I I don't know what happened when I shorted the pins, which never worked by the way, is now working, which is the power switch basically. Um, that didn't work. I mean, you couldn't just turn on and turn off, on and then off. Now I can, but uh, I don't know what happened. When I do that and turn it on, then I unplug it. Last state doesn't work, which might not be a default feature in the BIOS, but it remembered it from last time. I don't know. It's uh, but I that's the good news. The power logic is working and it turns on. But just because something doesn't turn on doesn't mean that it works. Which brings us to bad news. Okay, I guess we should get this over with. So I plugged it in. Remember, it doesn't come on automatically. So we're going to short pin 6 and 8. I think all Intel motherboards are 6 and 8. Well, the Pentium 3 and Pentium 4 were, so those motherboards. So we're going to do this. And look, it comes on. But, as you can see, over here, we don't have any lights on. Those are the diagnostic lights for the BIOS, for the post actually. But this gives me the impression either something about the BIOS isn't working. The fan is spinning. The fan is spinning. And you can hear the power supply on and working. But nothing else is happening. Which could mean, and this is kind of the good news, the CPU has failed. I'm not sure. I mean, it was on last leg when it was given to me. It was under somebody's trailer for another. That didn't seem to kill it though, and it was underwater. It didn't seem to kill it. I had this around for 5 days, so there's no water on this board. But it went through a power surge a couple years ago before it was even given to me, or even before my friend even had it. So, I might set it in a closet, or I might set it right, keep it right here, and, turn it back on another day, and it might just sound like coming back to life. It is hard to believe, but sometimes it does happen. Which is, I've seen a lot crazier stuff. As you see right here, there's dirt, and it's everywhere. I mean, I noticed this when it came on. I noticed this when it was drying, and I thought maybe that is like that electrostatically conductive. And we could just do this for 7 seconds, and this used to never work. I'm just gonna do it again. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My seconds are off, but it should work. You gotta get the pin just right too. See, you see how they're not connected? See? So it's turning off just fine. And I can just turn on. That never happened before, trust me. So that part seems to work, but everything else doesn't seem to work. Which is the exact opposite of what it was before. But, this is interesting. I love doing stuff like this. Let's focus for a second. Okay. I mean, I could even take these out and it's supposed to beep, but it doesn't beep. It's not doing its BIOS checks, which could give me, which actually points to a CPU problem, but I don't think the water damaged this. I think it was just having a bad day, and it just, it did go through a surge before, 5 years ago, about 7 years ago, and maybe I can repair it, maybe I can fix it. I sure hope I can. Of course, this isn't one of my main computers, but I do love this one, and I hate to see it go, but I think if there was anything that probably could have killed it, and you remember the last video when I said it doesn't go away to start the video, when the shower was turned on, it went directly on the motherboard a few seconds after I took out the battery, and it didn't give those capacitors time to discharge. That could have caused it. I'm not sure. Of course, it looks like the CPU. I guess we talk about that next week, because I did want to talk about that in the next video. So I guess I should research that for next video. But I'm gonna try my best to see what I can do with this, and I hope I can bring some better news. It works, and it just because, I don't know if I mentioned this, but just because your fan spins and your power supply is on doesn't mean that your computer is working. It doesn't mean that it is in a state where it can work. But I might put this through the shower today, get that dirt off, but it's not really looking too good. So I guess that's the end of this video. So I guess I should say bye and try to work more on this. So goodbye everyone, and next week we're gonna have a little bit more fun. We're gonna get to an advanced topic, and I hope you enjoy that one. So goodbye everybody.